It's good to always check that information, make sure everything is accurate and matches up. A lot of times when you get in the legal system, the issue comes down to here's what the law says, here's how it's structured, here's what you can do, here's what you can't do, and how that falls under that. And so it's really more of a policy practice as opposed to the issue of discrimination.
But you want to put a face on the story, and I always talk about getting real people in the story. Real people is the lady with the tree. The real person is the guy that they're going to rip up his front yard to, put in a sewer line, or they're going to buy a block of homes and people are going to be displaced. Those are the real people.
We do have a pretty collaborative process in our newsroom. We have a staff meeting on Mondays with our news editor, and she gives us some ideas, and we bounce ideas off of her, and from there we plan the week. And there's things that we do have to cover. We do have to cover the city councils or court hearings we can't miss. There are things that we need to be doing, but we also have some flexibility that we can suggest ideas that are maybe more of a hard news idea or maybe more of a feature idea. And that's where maybe some of the fun of being a reporter comes in, is you have that flexibility that if there's just something you're curious about, like I heard there's a winery down in Clark County I'd never been to before. I wanted to write about it, so that gave me an excuse to go down to a winery for a day and spend the day at a winery and write a feature story about it.
Spot news is basically you're going to be right on the spot. It might be middle of the day. It might be middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning. I went to emergency scenes at 2 o'clock in the morning during my career. I might want to be better prepared, so I carry what I call my on-the-spot news bag or emergency bag.
Sometimes my writers come up with their own stories, but a lot of our stories come from our readers. People will call us up or send us an email, tell us about somebody interesting, or, hey, I think you should do a story about this or about that. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. We have to use our judgment on whether we agree with them, whether this is worth the story or not. But if we do, we line up a photographer to go along, and one of our writers will go out and go shoot video and photos while our writer does the interview, and they come back and put it all together as a package.